I'm waiting until that green light comes on, and I still haven't got it.
I see it live on my end.
You see it live on your end? Why is it always that I'm the last person that actually gets it? I don't understand that, and it's still not over here either. This is getting as bad as Twitch, to be honest with you. Twitch forever to upload, and you're sitting there talking to yourself and asking. I'm always asking Al and Paul in my ear.
You're live.
Well, I know that. I just turned around and looked, and I'm live now. But I'm always asking Paul and Al in my ear, "Hey, am I live yet? Am I live yet?" And they'll come back, "Yeah." So,
Perfect
anyway,
time for a rant.
Yeah. Good evening, and I always throw my hands up. I've noticed that. I got to get out of that habit of going, "Good evening, and welcome to Let's Talk Shop with Russ." So I need to come in with another way to do that. So, good evening, and welcome to Let's Talk Shop with Russ. We are late a little bit this afternoon, and we're having a good time talking to each other before the show. I am proud to report, really proud to report, that my sons came over today, and we have finally got my roof on. I mean, I got a couple little things that I need to do to button it totally up, and that's my fault because we need materials or whatever. But yeah, they got it all done for me today, and we were sitting out there looking at it and all crossing our arms in the front yard, going like, "Wow, that looks good." I'm like, "Yeah, it does. That looks really good, don't it?" So, thank you to my sons, Cameron and Corey. And there's been a few others that's helped. Clay, my son-in-law, came over and helped. And also, thank you big time to Patrick, which is a friend of my son Cameron. He's been over and helped several times. So thank you guys. And we finally got it pretty much done. It's closer than it's ever been before. It's like that close. So I was so tired when I come off the roof, and I have to be honest with you, I had thought about canceling the show. I posted it in a private message on Facebook, and these guys that are sitting here on the panel, yeah, all these guys right along in here, they threatened to kick my butt if I canceled the show. I was like, really? I got death threats. I got all kinds of things that was coming back, and I was like, really? Y'all are serious? And I was like, all right, we'll do it. And the reason the question mark is up there, because I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue what we're going to talk about tonight. It's just we're doing the show to do the show, and my panel wanted me to do it, and they threatened me if I didn't do it. And on top of that, I have a giveaway. I got a couple of things I want to give away tonight also. And then on top of that, I would like to say that we have Barbie the Welder, Drew Short, Peter Brown, and a couple of others I can't think off the top of my name that are coming in. I mean, and so is Jim and Al and Paul going to do a 3D printing show in the near future. So all these people are coming. It's just you're going to have to give me a little bit of a break, and I'm trying to line people up left and right as I can. I think the summertime is actually the worst time to ask people to be on the show, because anybody that has kids in the summertime is taking the summertime off to go off and be with their children. So, and all woodworkers are only human. I mean, come on. So they're off with their kids and everything. And so it's kind of hard to get people to do the live show during the summertime due to the fact they're all off doing summer things with their children. So we're still here, and I'm still here with y'all. And just like to say, Robert Crow's out there, Dickinson Hoffman, Dan Inge from Ingerbritsen from Dan Inge Woodworking, Michelle Marcoux, Donna Presley's out there, Inspired Woodworks. All y'all guys are out there watching us tonight, and I appreciate you so very, very much being on. So we're just going to talk about anything we can talk about tonight.
Let's talk trash about Al since he's not here.
Al's not here. Oh, Al Forte. Well,
yeah,
he's
let's talk trash about him.
Yeah, he's down here in Florida, and I haven't been able to hook up with him yet. And you want to talk trash about poor Al? I haven't been able to hook up with him yet, but one announcement I want to make sure that everybody knows about is Whirligig Wars. It runs from July 1st to the 31st. Whirligig Wars is going on right now, and that's where you make a whirligig. And if you have any questions, that go to simplywoodencreations.com, go over to the challenges, drop down, you'll see all the challenges that I do, which are the palette challenge, the scroll saw challenge, and the Whirligig Wars challenge. We'll go down to the Whirligig Wars challenge, over to 2018 Whirligig Wars, and all the information that you will need to enter the Whirligig Wars challenge is right there. So, hey, if you have a scroll saw, and I just want to make this clear, that is the best tool in the shop, without a hands down, to work on a scroll or a whirligig. The scroll saw can make fantastic parts for a whirligig, and it's just awesome. So you've got the tool that you need if you do scroll sawing. So all my scroll saw people that are out there, I really wished, and tell everybody else about it also. Steve Good has been, my friend Steve Good over at scrollsawworkshop.blogspot.com has been so great to help me advertise this year, and is really promoting it and trying to get all the scrollers involved. So I appreciate him. Steve Good, you're my bestest buddy, and he's a really good friend of mine. So thank you very much. Let me talk about my sponsors for a minute. Devobel Technologies. For web design, development, hosting, visit devobel.com. FastCap, innovative products for the professional woodworker, go to fastcap.com. Rockler, 60 years in woodworking, create with confidence, visit rockler.com. Bearwood Supply Company, your best choice for hard to find woodworking supplies, go to bearwoodsupply.com. Killingspore, the sanding specialist, woodworkingshop.com, and Seiko, the scroll saw specialist, seiko.com. And all my sponsors, how did I miss Rockler? Rockler, 60 years in woodworking, create with confidence, visit rockler.com. They popped up over here, and I was like, how did I miss them? So all my sponsors, every show, come up here on this screen right here, just to remind you that they help me do what I am doing, and they also support me in the giveaways and all the challenges we do. We're doing the scroll saw challenge in October. We're doing the Whirligig Wars, which is right now, and I'm doing the palette challenge in August. So they help support me and give y'all stuff along with other guys. There's a lot of others that do that. So these guys, I owe everything as far as for all the challenges and stuff and what they do for me. I owe it to them. And you guys that watch me every Saturday night in this panel and support me out there are 100% what we are here for. We love you. We care about you. And we, when I look over in that panel and I see all y'all out there, Martin Cole, Dickinson Hoffman, Michelle Marcoux, all y'all out there in the chat, that's what we're here for. Y'all out there and supporting me. I appreciate it very much. Y'all tired of the panel? Are y'all tired of me being so mushy and everything?
Hey Russ, can you ask Michelle if that bowl's still purple?
Michelle. Ken wants to know, is the bowl still purple, or has it turned dark brown yet? We'll wait on that. Y'all keep on watching over there. All right, so we're gonna go from my left to my right on my little thing that runs down here where everybody's at. And so the first person is Miss Brenda.
Well, hello, Russ. Thanks for having me on the show tonight. I'm Brenda G of Brenda G's Designs. You'll find me every place on the internet as Brenda G's Designs. I'm on Twitch, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, YouTube, Reddit, Google Plus, LinkedIn, probably a bunch more that I forgot about, Patreon, Etsy, a whole bunch of them. So if you need to find me, look for Brenda G's Designs.
Cool, very good. And Michelle Marcoux said, Ken, still purple. So.
All right, I just wanted to ask that question for you, Russ.
Chris Ahern.
Yep, that's me. Hey guys, Chris Ahern here from the Old Cranky Workshop. Find me on Facebook and YouTube and out in the shop on weekends when I can get out here. So that's about it. Hopefully I got my Birdhouse video coming out soon. So
cool.
There's only one I've seen so far, and I guess the competition bar hasn't been set very high. So I think I got about 10 minutes. I can knock something together.
Jim Bashirs, how are you doing?
Hey, good. Jim Bashirs with Driveway Workshop, and my analytics are blowing up this week. I picked up a subscriber, so I'm really pumped. I know you guys would be happy for me, and I think I've got to move that light shade because it looks like I've got a dunce cap on my head that's been sawed off on the top. So I'm going to go and get busy at that.
Great. Yeah, I see. It looks like a little dunce cap, actually. It still looks like a dunce cap.
Hang on, you like that? Oh, there we go. I'm going to have to move it again.
It does. Guys, am I right? Does it not look like a little dunce cap on top?
No, it looked like one of the little fezzes that the
Right.
Shriners wear.
A white fez, yes.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the word fez when I was trying to come up with the joke.
You know, it kind of worked for you. I don't know why you moved it.
I know.
Someone needs to say it. Fezzes are cool.
Yeah, cool. All right, Katie, how are you?
I'm good. I'm Katie. You find me on Facebook under Katie Dotson. That's pretty much it. And I show up here to create havoc and chaos.
I like how you just bluntly put that. I'll show up here to create havoc and chaos. If you weren't so damn lovable, I don't think I would have you on the show.
I'm surprised you hadn't kicked my butt off anyway.
You know, how did I just want to point out something? How did we first meet? You saw me on the show or whatever?
I saw you on the show, and then you said you were coming to Atlanta, and I said, I want to be there.
And you came up.
I want to look you up and meet you.
And that was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I can honestly say it has been absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt,
Downhill ever since.
one of the best. No, I am being serious. One of the best things. I enjoy our friendship. I love our friendship, and I am so glad that I got the opportunity to meet you.
Same here. It was a good day that I went down there and
it was fantastic.
hung out
So,
for the day
and it your humor, you're just the way that you put things. You are real to life. That's only what I explain you is you're real to life, and what you say is just it's the first thing that comes out of your mouth is what comes forth. But the point is about that is it's real to life. It's just like. I can't explain it any other way.
I'm just grateful that you tolerate it.
Sweetheart, I'll tolerate you any day of the week.
I don't know how the rest of the panel feels, but you hadn't kicked me off yet.
You are refreshing. You are refreshing. I get so sick and tired of listening to some of the mamby-pamby people out there, and so you are refreshing just to listen to.
I've been called a lot of things. Mammy Pammy's not one of them.
I know that.
Was
All right,
refreshing?
so what?
What?
Was refreshing one of them?
No.
Refreshing? No, it's her, you know, just the way she is. It's just the way she talks and everything. It's just, you know, she's talking from the heart, because she'll call you out in a heartbeat. So you know it's coming from the heart, and I like that. It's just so fun. So anyway, and I warned you guys before we started the show, when I put the 3 question marks up there, this is going to be one of those shows that is just questionable. That's the only way you can put it. So John Schaffner.
Good evening, everybody. John from Central New York, and I am actually, nobody knows this, not even this person, but I'm Katie's dream date.
I love it.
You can find me on Facebook under my name and YouTube under my name. And as I speak, I am working on a new video for my channel, so look for that in the next few days.
Yay.
Cool. I'm looking forward to that. Definitely.
It's another one of Briella, my granddaughter.
Yes. Okay.
I'm teaching her to scroll.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the kids.
That's fantastic.
They're the best.
Awesome. Yeah, I have had the opportunity teach 2 of my grandchildren. I had more of them the opportunity to teach them to scroll, but a couple of them have really picked up on it. One is my granddaughter Michaela. She actually has a scroll saw, and she has a little shop, and she does scroll saw work. And I desperately, she just had a baby. Her and her boyfriend, they're not married, but anyway, they had a baby, and that's Carter, and he's probably 3 months old now. It's my first great grandchild. And Michaela, I have desperately, she was on my show a long time ago. I'm talking about, I got her in here one time. She's very shy, but I desperately want to get her back here on the show to talk about scroll sawing, because I introduced her to scroll sawing, and she's kept it up throughout the years. She has her own scroll saw, and she does stuff, and she even have a, I think we talked about it. I'll have to pull up her scroll saw page before the show's over and show it on Facebook. But yeah, she does real good. So
now, how many grandchildren do you have now?
We just to let everybody know, I have a brand spanking new grandson, Elijah. He was born Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. I don't remember the days. And he was born so that makes me 10 grandchildren as of right now, and 1 great grandchild, which is Carter, Michaela's son. So I have 10 grandchildren.
I think you're lying, Russ. I think you just found all these cute babies that, oh man, that is the cutest baby. I'm going to tell everybody it's mine.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, they claim me. So
I think you had probably 5 or 6 of those just since I've known you.
Yeah. Yeah, they claim me. So they think I'm the greatest, and I don't know why. Trust me. Matt.
No one else does either.
Yeah, no, Matt Haas.
Hey everyone, Matt Haas, Awesome Wood Things, all over the interwebs. And by all over the interwebs, I mean YouTube and Facebook. Yeah, I build cool stuff in my shop made out of wood. And on Mondays, I do a show where I teach you how to use Adobe Illustrator and other Adobe products. And I am getting into some traditional artwork. I'll talk about that a little later on the show. I'm super excited. All kinds of new content's going to hit my channel. So tune in and play along on Mondays if you want to learn something for free. Because it's for free.
And I would just like to say, Matt, I try to be there every week. I missed this last week because of the grandchild, but I'm going to tell you, he does some really fantastic stuff over there. So you need to, if you want to learn Adobe Illustrator, I would honestly say to go over there and watch him when he does the Adobe Illustrator stuff.
I just bought a tablet, so there'll be some tablet fun going on.
I know that, and
You
I have
didn't just
Wacom
bought a
tablet.
tablet. You said your son gave it to you.
He did.
Yeah.
So,
So
I paid him, but he
Busted.
bought it. It's a weird thing.
anyway, so I have a Wacom tablet too, my friend.
Nice. Nice.
Yes, I do. So I'm going to try to work on. I've been trying to work on it. I find it the damn hardest thing to do is learn to use that pen compared to a mouse.
It takes a lot of getting used to. Thankfully, I used one in the past. Now, in the past, I mean years and years ago. So I'm not going in cold, but it's a big difference. But I love variable line widths. You know, it starts out thin, gets thicker, goes thin. It's just so nice.
And you're right. And the hard, and what you have to learn is as you start the stroke, the harder you push on the tablet, the actually thicker the line gets. So you have to learn how to control that.
Yeah, so there's the hardware learning curve. There's the dexterity learning. Yeah, there's a lot to it, but
it is.
I love it. I'm using some vinyl. I've got the vinyl cutter. I'm going to integrate that in my shop, all with line art, done with the pen on the Wacom tablet. I'm loving life. Loving life.
Well, trust me, I've got one too. And I tried for a while. I think I need to reintroduce because I actually, when I got my, the company I have a company that sponsored me, and sent me a brand new computer, which was, anyway, we won't go into that. So anyway, I hooked my old Wacom tablet up to it, and it immediately accepted it. Windows 10 did, and it said, you need to update this. And so I went to Wacom, downloaded the new stuff and put it in there, and it started working. My failure was I should have kept up and kept on going with it, and I didn't do it. And so I need to go back to that and get on that Wacom tablet, because I traced a few scroll saw pattern, like pictures. I downloaded them and then went around and traced and it was so easy. But once again, there's a big learning curve when you've used a mouse for 20 or 30 years and now you're trying to go to a pen. It just takes a little bit to get used to.
Yeah, so the mouse you could lift up off the pad and then
Yes.
do one of these things. That doesn't fly with a tablet, not at all.
No, not at all. Correct. All right, Mr. Ken, how you doing? Ken Moon.
I'm doing all right, Russ. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Hey, thanks for having me on.
You're always welcome, my friend.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it. My name's Ken Moon, Moon Pie Creations. You can find me on YouTube under Moon Pie Creations, Facebook, Moon Pie Creations, or just get me up on my name, Ken Moon. I do a lot of different stuff. I just finished up my Birdhouse for the Birdhouse Challenge. If you haven't seen it, I'd really love for you to go check it out. Tell me what you think about it.
I have to go look at that. I haven't seen that yet.
I took
It even has little Mooney bird eggs in it.
When did you bird eggs? Mooney bird eggs. We got to remember that, guys. Mooney bird eggs. When did you post it?
Like loony bird eggs.
I posted it at 3 o'clock yesterday.
Okay.
I've never made a birdhouse like this. This thing took from the time that Brian announced the Birdhouse Challenge until I think Thursday to get it done. It's pretty tedious. It had a whole bunch of little parts. So
I'll go look at it. I haven't had a chance, trust me, but I'll go look at it, and that's great. Mooney bird eggs. I got to look at it. Now I have definitely got to go look at it.
Okay, a lot of people don't watch my videos until the end, because as soon as I do the credits, I always put a small video afterwards, and that's what she's referring to. So
Okay.
The video after the credits.
I'll definitely have to go look at that. So, and then Paul from Paul's Messy Workshop.
Hey, Russ.
Hey.
I'm Paul from Paul's Messy Workshop. And I'm Paul's Messy Workshop on YouTube and on Instagram, and supposed to be on .com, but I haven't been doing much with that lately. And Ken, I did look at your birdhouse video, and that thing is amazing. I really liked it. But
I appreciate that, Paul.
I think what you should have done is you said, I whipped that out in about 20 minutes.
You know how hard it is to get a video. Well, all of you know how hard it is to get like 40 hours of video down to under 10 minutes. It's so hard. You don't get to show everything. So
yeah, I think it came out great. I was really impressed with it.
I appreciate that.
I
Brian's
was
been
impressed, but I'm not going to admit it.
years.
And hey, Matt, was I dreaming, or did I read somewhere that you went skydiving?
I did. I went skydiving this past Sunday, so went with my son.
Your first time?
First time, yes. It was a tandem jump. So Evan, my son Evan, and I went. We both had a tandem instructor strapped to our back. Went up 10,000 feet, stepped off on the side of the plane, standing on the wheel, and then jumped the heck off. And it was crazy.
Would you do it a second
you
time?
Lost your damn mind. Why would you jump out of a plane that is flying? I can understand if it's going down and your last opportunity is to jump out and pull the chute.
Listen,
but to step out of a running plane, have you lost your damn mind?
The answer is someone dared me, and then if someone dares me to do something, I have to say yes. So that's...
I dare you to get me a bandsaw.
I dare you to send me $1 million.
Would you do it again?
Would I do it again? I don't think I would. I'm glad I did it. I had a heck of a lot of fun. It was quite the experience. You know, some people say, "Oh, for 3 seconds you feel like you're falling, and then you feel like you're flying." No, you feel like you're dropping like a rock for 5,000 feet. Cover about 5,000 feet in about 40 seconds. Then they pull the chute, and then you're about 5 more minutes until you go the last 5,000, 10,000 feet up. It never felt like flying. You are falling fast.
I've got like 12. I mean, I'm not in anything accomplished. I've got like 12 jumps under a T10.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's great.
And,
that's pretty cool.
So.
And there's stories like when the pilot and the jump master swap places, and they put me out in a pile of burning brush.
This is crazy.
That was nuts. I mean, I'm like, I'm trying. I mean, it was, you know, they're expanding the runways. I mean, it was this huge pile of smoldering brush and stuff that they had dozed up, and they finally come to get me because I'm off in Timbuktu, and you know, and is the parachute okay? It didn't get burnt, did it?
Did you get video of that, Matt?
He did not do the video package.
Oh.
Now hear me out. If you do the video package, you have to go up, well, essentially solo. I wanted to be in the plane with my son, and it can only fit 4 passengers. So it was both tandem instructors and both students. If we would have got the video package, I would have had to gone up separately, and the other seats would be taken by the videographer. So we chose not to do it. But I did get people on the ground taking pictures of me coming in for a landing and my son coming in for a landing.
Well, you know, what they say, no video, it didn't happen.
Dan Inge wants to know, did you pee before or during the flight?
I had no accidents. So
I thought that was funny. When I seen that, he says, actually, he said, Dan Inge Woodworking says, Matt, did you pee before or you jumped during? So,
that first jump, everything tightens up. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh yeah,
right. It's fight or flight. Everything shuts down in your body except survival mode.
Tell you, I have wanted to do that. I really have for years and years and years. When I was with the fire department, I was on the high-rise rescue team. We had a 105-foot aerial platform, and I did rappelling all the time with the high-rise rescue team. That's part of what we did if you were on the aerial platform. In other words, we had a 105-foot ladder with a bucket on the end of it. And so it had all the capabilities of fighting fire, but you could run up there to the 10th story and get somebody out of it. And what was great about the bucket ladder combination was I get on the 10th floor and put it up there, and I have a lot of people I need to move. So I can bring them out onto the bucket and tell them, hey, you see that ladder down there? You either crawl down it or you burn.
Oh my, yeah. That will get people moving for sure.
Yeah. So we were able to do that, send them down the ladder. We never did it, but my point is you could send them down the ladder while keeping the bucket up there, bringing out more people.
You know, Russ, you can go over to Zephyr Hills and go skydiving. And that's
Zephyr Hills.
I know you can go skydiving. That's not the point. Yeah. It's just the point is that I've always done this stuff, and I know I was never afraid of heights. As I've gotten, my point was I've gotten older,
and
I've discovered that my what do you want to call it? The virile youngness of me and my youth has turned to chicken poop.
Well, let me put this in a little bit of perspective.
Because when I get up on my roof and I'm only like 20 foot off the ground and I look over the edge, I go like, oh shit, I didn't just say that, by the way.
Yeah, you did. I didn't hear you.
I could fall and bust my butt and that would hurt. 20 years ago, I wouldn't even thought twice about it.
There was a 76-year-old gentleman that jumped a couple people before us, and 9 months ago he just got out of open heart surgery, like the full, and he was fine. He loved it. He was ready to go again. So there's
wow.
But on the height thing, it's different when you're jumping. I don't know why. It's just different.
The pamphlet said it doesn't seem like you're that
it doesn't
high.
seem like you're several thousand feet up.
But to me, it
right.
I'm not making any suggestions, but there is a skydiving center in Atlanta. So we're kind of going to the woodwork show next year.
I will say,
I can round up a couple of skydivers to help you out, I'm sure.
If anyone's hesitant, I will share that the redundancies in those systems are very impressive.
Oh, I agree with you. It's my point is, from a young man who I've repelled my entire firefighter career. We repelled off of 20-story buildings. I've done all kind of stuff and never even thought about it. It's just funny now. And I've been retired. I retired in 2004. It's just funny now that I get on top of a 10-foot step ladder, and I'm up there doing stuff. And I kind of like look around and I realize if I fall, it's going to hurt. 20 years ago, I would have said, who cares?
Falling is harmless. It's landing that really messes you up.
Well, I'm not waiting for ladders. I run out of brave real quick.
It's definitely not the fall that hurts you. It's a sudden stop.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, I used to fly, and my flight instructor said that landing is nothing more than a controlled crash.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's get over, and I've got the hiccups tonight. So let's get over to my good friend Russ Meadows and let him introduce everybody or himself.
I'm not going to introduce everybody because I don't know who that one is on that other end of me with that long hair. I don't know if it's Debbie, Darlene, Brenda. I missed that in the front. I came in late. I missed who it was.
We need to call her Della.
There's a new name for you. Russ Meadows from the Rusty Nails Wood Shop on Facebook and Instagram, and not much of YouTube. And just as a point of note on your parachuting escapades, when I was young, I jumped 80 feet out into the Gulf of Mexico from a drilling rig twice. And the first, because I couldn't get back up on the pipe to get back on the rig, because I lost my nerve. And the pipe was too big, and I just had to let go. And that was when Jaws first came out. And I was a scared puppy all the way down. It seemed like it took forever before I hit the water.
Yeah.
And I landed completely wrong. I had my feet flat and my legs wide open.
Oh,
And, it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. I didn't feel a thing. I was too scared. And, you know, I went back, stroking it back to the top. I went down about 20 feet, I think. And then I started stroking it for the top, and you had to wait for a big wave to pick you up high enough to grab the tires to climb back up on the rig. And the first one wasn't big enough, couldn't reach the tire. So I had to sit in that water waiting for another big one to come by so I could grab the tire. And lo and behold, when it did, I grabbed the tire, and the little crabs that was on the inside of it started chewing on my fingers. Back in the water I go. And I finally get up and get out, and I said, I'll never do it again. And I did it one more time. I was 19 years old. I did it from about 75 foot. And I hung on that pipe for about 15 minutes before I decided to let go. And now I don't like jumping off the diving board into the swimming pool. It's too much. I don't blame you. It's too much.
Well, there were no crabs at the jump school where I was at. So.
Well, I saw your picture, by the way, and it looked to me like you were coming down with your legs up like you was going to land square on your butt. And I wanted to ask you, did you land on your butt or you land on your feet?
No, that's how they tell you to do it. When you're tandem, you kind of land in a sitting down position.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I think it's
they
just
tell you
easy.
to bring your legs up, because what it is you're in a harness strapped to him, and he is his legs are going to plant on the ground when you land. So you kind of like lift your legs to let him plant, and then you can lower your legs once you've hit the ground.
Well, that's the same thing that when my wife and her sister went on their last cruise, they did the parasailing first time. And they have pictures of her coming in, and her legs are up like that. I said, you landed square on your butt.
No.
That's what they tell you to do. Oh, Lord. Okay.
No, that's the way they teach you or show you how to land when you're doing
under the squares. It is.
Yeah.
Under the old rounds, the old T10s, it's what they call a 3-point landing, and that's different. You don't have as much control under the old T10s as you do the squares.
Yeah, they didn't have the rectangular chutes when I was skydiving.
Yeah,
they have the most maneuverability.
Oh, yeah.
Now my son did. He didn't do any skydiving. He was a Marine. They did all out of helicopter, which was just a zip line. So basically, the helicopter comes in within about 30 foot off the ground. I don't know what you would call it. And these big
called repellent.
These big ropes come off out of the helicopter, which were probably an inch and a half in diameter, and they grab a hold of them and just come.
Roping. Huh? You're talking fast roping, Russ.
I can't hear you.
It's called fast roping.
Okay, fast roping. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you just grab a hold of that line, and your gloves are like really, really thick, and you just down to the bottom and get out and go. So
the big thing is you got to put your feet on the bottom portion of the rope when you go down and get in an L position to slow yourself down.
Yeah.
I've done that many a times. I did it with air shows when I was in the military.
Yeah, so they bailed out of the helicopter like that. And let me tell you, if you mess up, you'll feel it when you hit the ground. Because if you don't get your feet locked in or your legs rocked around the rope or whatever, or your hands, and you go down, when you hit the bottom, you go like, ow, that hurt. So,
ow, that hurt is probably not what they say, right?
Yeah, I would imagine so. But he did the fast jump, fast roping, or whatever. That's what they practiced. And when he was in the Marines, was jumping out of the helicopter. He said, you just basically walk up one after another, grab a hold of the rope, lock your legs, and jump out, and to the ground you go. So he said his hand, even though they had like 2 or 3 pairs or some gloves, he said, by the time you got to the bottom, your hands are still like hot.
Yeah, they're extremely hot by the time you get down to the bottom, depending on how high you go.
Yeah.
I used to do when I was at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, on the air assault performance team. We went up to Hanscom Air Force Base, and did a rappel with the SF up there. And man, it was the worst rappel. The guy in front of me adjusted his rifle and bashed me in the face, and I fell off the helicopter.
That's what happened to you.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
And I slid all the way down, and we were doing a combat rappel, so it was like a 40 or 50 foot rappel, and you throw the ropes out and you go. And when I hit the ground, and my helmet flew forward and busted my nose, the bridge of my nose, and I had all this blood coming down, and we jumped onto a C-130 that had JATO rockets on it, and it took off real fast, and I wasn't buckled in, and I tumbled back to the back of the airplane. And
did they shoot those rockets off after you got
everything you're describing, Ken, reminds me is like you didn't know what the hell you were doing.
Yeah, I'm thinking
your helmet wasn't on straight. It busted your nose. You flew to the back of the plane.
I didn't know.
Froze up.
He was locked up. I'm glad he did that. So now I can say, Ken, you didn't know what the hell you were doing, and he can't say a damn
he
word
took
about
lessons
it.
from Charlie Chaplin. That sounds so Charlie Chaplin.
No, I love Ken Moon. Don't get me wrong.
Well,
And
don't
then
tell
he
him
locked
I
up,
do
and
too.
he'll come back. Okay, and I gave him a hard time, but he
takes it
he
very
was
well.
yeah he deserves to. He was in the Army, I believe. No, it was Air Force. I don't
Air
remember.
Force.
Air Force.
Air Force.
But anyway, so I salute him, and he served his time and supported or served the United States, and I love him to death. It's just some of his, I don't want to say annex when he talks about some of it is
No,
is
they're
so,
antics. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's so funny when he talks about it. It's like he was like hitting the ground, his helmet wasn't on. It hit him in the nose, and it cut it open. And bled all over. I'm like, Ken, had you had it strapped on right, would that really have happened?
In the Coast Guard, we call them sea stories.
Yeah. No, but Ken's a great guy. He is.
Yep.
And I appreciate his service and very, very much. And I'm not making fun of him. I'm making light of it because I can, because he's a pain in my butt sometimes. So, all right, guys. So I do have a couple of things to give away, and I'm trying to figure out how the heck we're going to give them away. Tom Spillane's out there, Inspired Woodworks. Dennis Goodson is out there. Donna's Wood Art is out there. Moon Pie Creations.
He's back.
Get his back. Stop talking about him.
Sorry about that. I froze up.
Yeah. Tom Spillane. I'm going back through trying to figure out who else. Dickinson Hoffman. He's always out there. John Lockery. You just don't bounce as well. Oh yeah, John Lock or Chare Lockery. Help me, guys. Lochare Lockery.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Russ, you just don't bounce as well now. Yeah, you're right. And when we're talking about falling off the roof, you damn straight I don't bounce as well. So good to have you out there. Jimbo, he's out there.
Don says you got
Aussie
it right.
Aussie man. He's here, has been here.
He's been real stuck in there a lot. He's
Chris Nealon.
regular.
All you guys have been out there. Dennis Goodson, Martin Cole. I'm just trying to run back through Leland Hill. Look back through the chat and see who's all has been here. And holy crap, I got a super chat. The Tannic River Woodworking with Chris Nealon. Niantic.
Jesus Christ. Somebody teach that man to read.
Ooh, it's a tough night.
Tough crowd.
Give me a super chat. $1.99. Hey, fantastic, dude. I appreciate that. Y'all could give me super chats over there, and guys on the panel, y'all could give me super chats too.
I can give you super something. I don't know about chat.
super heartburn or something like that.
Don't get his hopes up.
God almighty, I have a rough crowd, don't I? Anyway, so thank you very much, Chris Nealon. I really, really appreciate that. I really do. Thank you very, very much. And I'm sorry I didn't see that sooner and just now seeing it.
He's busy around his mouth.
I see. Yeah, I only see 20. What'd you say?
Nothing.
There was one earlier too, Russ. I think there was 2 of them.
A super
I
chat?
said you're having trouble with your mouse.
My mouth or my mouse?
Your mouse, your mouse. I said you were having trouble with your mouse.
There was another one before that one?
That's what I'm seeing in the chat. If I scroll up, there's a second.
Yes, there's another one up there.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, he gave me 2 of them.
It's double trouble.
He's double trouble. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that very, very much.
All right, I was last man here. He can have my spot. He bumped me.
Yeah, I appreciate. Hey, Chris, if you got a webcam and a mic, we would be more than willing to have you. Any of y'all are out there in the chat, if you have a webcam and a mic, we would love to have you here on the chat with us sometimes.
And all it takes to get a super chat for you is to talk about Matt jumping out of a plane.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
$1.99.
And you know, I really try to every week have somebody, and I promise you, I have Barbie the welder, Drew Short, Peter Brown, and I've all talked to these people. And by the way, Paul, if you know, because Al's not here, what date did y'all put in for when y'all were doing your 3D thing? Because I think I overbooked, and I'm gonna have to.
I knew this was coming.
Oh, what's it? No, overbooked.
August the 4th.
August the 4th.
No, it's overbooked. No.
Hallelujah. Thank you.
You were right, Jim.
Thank you, Jesus. I didn't overbook. I didn't overbook. No. I have Peter Brown. Peter Brown's coming at the end of the month. Barbie the welder. Drew Short. Drew Short, I'm bringing him on for Drew Short is a big fan of mine and watches this show. And he's Rockin' H Woodworks, by the way. And the reason I'm bringing him back on the show for what he's doing is I don't know if a lot of you knew that, but he actually has went full time into woodworking. So he's actually now he was actually a nurse working in a hospital, and he's always loved and built his shop up. And he's got enough sponsorship and everything's going his way. He was actually able to quit his job and move into his shop and start full-time woodworking. So the show that we're going to have Drew Short on in the near future is about doing that exact same. How do you do that? What does it take to go from being, from a full-time job into your wood shop and producing, being a full-time woodworker in your shop and producing a living out of it. So that's something that's coming in the future, and it's with Drew Short. Be ready for that. And, I'm not going to spoil anything else about it, but that's the reason I'm having him come back, and we're going to talk about that. And then Peter Brown, anybody knows this guy is great. And then who else? Oh, Barbie the welder is somebody that I just stumbled across. She does welding and she makes stuff. This thing is on woodworking and making. I don't care if you weld or whatever you do, wood burning, or turning, or slide it out, whatever. So it's so she has told me she wants to come on the show. She's in the future. She's got some shows she's doing and that she has to get prepared for. So she's probably going to be on down the road in like September, October. The last time I talked to her for her being on the show.
That's kind of weird. She told me she could only do it August 4th.
August 4th. Yeah,
so that's going to bump Paul and
well, if Barbie the welder's coming on, y'all are out the door. I can tell you that.
Jim, don't say anything to Russ, but I think about 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the Saturday that we're supposed to have our show, we ought to
cancel. You ever cancel?
There's going to be a
Kinda figured.
jihadist power outage then all over the country.
Yep. I kind of figure all that. Yeah. So no, Barbie the Welder, she said something about around September of the last communication we had. If I'm thinking right, it was like September. Drew Short's supposed to be in the next few weeks. Peter Brown is in the next few weeks. I mean, I'm reaching out. And here's another thing. Since we're talking about this, guys, and you are all out there listening to me right now, if you're over in that chat, and I know some people say, well, I would rather you contact me. I heard that a while back. And I was thinking, like, do what?
It's a big internet out there, you know?
Yeah. So if you're out there in that chat right now, and you're a little guy, and you only got 30 or 40 subscribers.
Just remember, he lets Ken Moon on, so.
Yeah.
That's me on here.
And you want to be on my show, and you want to talk woodworking, and you have something to show us. I really would like, the whole premise of my show was to go into your shop and get you to do something that was unique, or a special way you used your router, a special way you used your table saw, a different way you used your lathe. My point is that's what the premise of the show is. I know that every week we don't have people on here being able to do that, but in the past I've really tried, and in the future I really struggle to try to get people to do this. So if you're sitting out there in the chat tonight watching this show, and you want to be on the show as a guest to show off your techniques on a scroll saw, your techniques on a band saw, your techniques on a table saw, your techniques, whatever it may be, all you have to do is send me an email to Russ at simplywoodencreations.com and say, I'd love to be on your show on such and such a date, and I'll get with you and we'll work it out. And I would love Moy Perez is out there in there. He's been on the show and he showed a lot of stuff. I mean,
Robert Crow says he wants to be on.
I would love to have Robert Crow. Well, Robert, send me an email. I would love to have you on, Robert. All you have to do is send me an email and tell me I'd love to be on your show. You have to have a mic, a webcam, and a good internet access so that you can, show us what you're doing. If you have those combinations, I would love to have you guys out here. I don't care if you have 5 subscribers. I don't care if you have 10 subscribers. I've never been the one to want all the guys that have like Jimmy DiResta and I'm not putting Jimmy DiResta down. I'm just saying this show is not about Jimmy DiResta or all the big guys up there have all the numbers. This show is about us as in woodworkers. So if you have something that you want to put on here to show us and show everybody out there in the chat what you're doing, I would love to have you on here. Send me an email to Russ at simplywoodencreations.com and we will make it happen. I guarantee you I will make it happen. And so
Russ, just another idea is that people could actually shoot a quick video and do it as a screen share.
Yes.
And, then do a commentate over it. Because a lot of people have a mobile camera.
Yes. Thank you very much, Chris. And I'm glad you brought that up. And so here's another thing. Jimbo, could I be on One Night Russ? Hell yeah, you can be on One Night Russ. Here's another thing. What you can do is I understand that you don't have a webcam that you could turn, or you don't have the capability of putting around your shop and doing things. But here's another thing you can do. You can video your work and what you're wanting to show us And Donald did that one night on I believe it was a pin turning, and he did fantastic. He videoed how he turned the pin and how he made the pin or whatever, and then came back and did the screen share and played the video back to us, and then he narrated it with his own voice and told us what he did. So that is yes. That will work very, very well. We just want to see somebody doing something as far as, I don't want this show to be every week like we're doing tonight, just sitting around talking and having fun. I want to do Charlie Cork, fantastic guy. He showed us all a bunch of stuff about, hold on, I'm going to, what did Charlie Cork show us?
Veneers.
Veneers. Thank you. Who said that? Oh, Russ. Yeah, veneers. He showed us about veneering. Drew Short did a couple of times. He did one was his table saw sled. We've had numerous people show us things that they did in the past. So many I can't even remember them all. So that's pretty bad when you can't remember Charlie Cork and veneers. That man did 3 shows on veneers. 3 shows on showing us veneers. And I'm the dumb butt that can't remember what he did.
Yeah, I was reading some of the comments in the chat, and people saying, they're mistakes, and that's what they're for. We'll show my mistakes. Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea either. If you're having trouble doing something, video it, even if it's going bad, and show it. Enough bodies here, the brain trust between us, the rest of the panel, and the people in the chat can probably help you through it.
Yes. Yeah, there's no problem with videoing it and showing us the video. So, and then you can just cut the volume down and we can narrate. You can actually talk us through what you did. And like I said, Donald did that one night. Donald Matthews.
I mean, even with their mistakes, people are joking about they're there to watch and show mistakes.
Yeah.
I mean, a good example here is this inlay I did. This is the 3rd try before it finally went right. So.
Yep.
But if you have any problems with something you're trying to learn, something you're trying to do, video it, come on the show, show it to everybody. Between everybody in the chat and us, we can probably find your way through it.
But why didn't you video it and bring it on here, Chris?
I know, exactly. I know. But I want to muscle. I'm a big believer in muscle my way through it.
Donald said, my ears are burning. Yes, Donald, you did that pin thing or whatever that one night, and it was fantastic. You videoed it.
Donald not on here?
No, Donald, because he just got off work. He had to work tonight, and he just got off work. He told me previously, I'd love to be there tonight, Russ, but I have to work. But he's out there in the chat. So Donald loves us.
Watching mistakes is very entertaining, and people love to chime in with good comments. So it's a great subject all around.
Yeah, I think that's an awesome idea.
If you're the biggest idiot that ever thought you're going to do everything perfect, I mean, come on, give me a break. We all make mistakes, and so yes, you're right. So
there isn't a project that goes by I don't make a mistake, and that's a guarantee.
Yeah. Oh, Donald put, I did the Celtic knot pin, and he turned that on the show that one night. Or he videoed it and showed the video. So you can do a video. You can video your project, even though you can't, and then you can come on with your webcam and then screen share and show us your video and walk us through what you did. And, so I am up to this. I want you guys out there, and I encourage you guys out there to do this stuff. I mean, I have said this before, but I guess it's like, I don't quite say it enough that I encourage y'all that are out there in the chat. I would love to have you guys. I don't care if you have 3 subscribers. I don't care if you have 20 subscribers. I don't care if you have 2 million subscribers. It's not what we're looking for. It's what we're looking for is bringing woodworking, what you do, what you can do, out there into and show us something that's different. You might have a technique with a router that we've never seen before, and you do that, and we all look back and go like, wow, we've never seen that before, and I really appreciate it. I'm trying to think of the guy that did the inlay stuff.
Oh yeah.
What was his name? Help me, guys.
That was one of my favorite shows too.
Yeah.
I know that was one of my all-time favorites. His name was
Sean Rubino.
Sean Rubino.
That's surprised. I got two of them.
Yeah, Sean Rubino. He showed us some of the cherry something inlay that he did on a router, hand doing it with a router. He actually didn't he do like 3 shows before it was over with?
He did at least 2.
At least 2.
Yeah, he did at least 2. And we were all fascinated sitting around here.
David had seen too, didn't he?
Yeah,
I really think it was one of the quietest shows we've ever had because we were watching him so intently.
I know. It was supposed to be a 1-hour show, and actually the other show that was behind me got ticked off because we went over because it was like he was showing us how to darken the wood by putting the wood in sand and heating the sand, which would darken the wood up so he could use it. And we're all like, what?
We should get him back and do it again.
Yeah,
I would like a whole lot of new viewers now too.
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah, that I would love to see him again.
Okay, so I want to give a couple of these things away. How are we going to do it?
I'll take one.
I'll take one.
It's not for y'all.
What are they?
For the people out there in the chat.
Have the chat pick a number between 1 and 100.
All right, let me get the chat open.
Well, I'm just trying to. I want to ask them a question though.
Oh,
that's
I
not
want to
fair.
be able to ask them a question. Be able to. I want them to get something. I want to get it worthiness. Okay, I will tell you this much. Those of you who have YouTube channels, go back in your videos right now and pop up in my interior chat, which is right over here, a question real quick on one of your videos, and I will randomly choose that and we'll ask that.
If you can recall it, a question is, who won last year's Whirligig War?
Oh.
Well, that would be a good one, but I want to just spread I want to get people looking at other people's channels, not just my channel.
Okay.
Spread the joy.
Like Matt, Chris, Brenda, y'all pop up a little question as to ask.
I'm looking. Gotta go back and look at my own videos.
Yeah, no, what you want to ask.
I don't have but one. It wouldn't take me long.
I got a quick one. I know right off the top of my head.
Well, you got to put it in there.
All right.
What? Oh, wow.
Where are we typing it? I had to plug my headset in.
Oh, no way. Matt, did you just ask that? I don't have glasses on. What song did Matt
lip sync and dance to on his channel? What song did Matt lip sync and dance to on his channel?
There you go, guys. Put it out there into the chat. What song did Matt lip sync, Matt Haas, and dance to his channel? The first one that posts the guys start watching the chat. Help me.
Awesome Wood Things is the channel name.
Awesome Wood Things.
And there's a special playlist that has just that video and one other in it.
There you go.
If someone has fast fingers.
Okay, Donald wants to know how long his shop sofa is. Donald, you work at Lowe's, man. Get a tape measure. I'll just go for it. Jeez.
Oh, we have one answer. It's wrong. Purple Rain. No. Close though.
I'm gonna leave it up to you, Matt. You gotta. And here's what you will get if you answer it right. I will send you this.
Oh, I need one of those.
I will send you this. It will come to you. Actually, I have another one too. We're going to do this twice. Actually, I have about 5 or 6 of these, but
I know the answer.
Oh, you have one for me?
so this one's up for Matt right now. And we'll send it to you as soon as the person. I have like 5 or 6 of them, so I could give away more. But
Matt, was it Inagata Davida? No, that wasn't it. Was it?
No.
That would have made it for a long video.
all right, so we got a second one to give away. Somebody come up with another one for their channel.
I've got a question for him. What was the name of the song that I wrote and sang on my show on July the 2nd?
I was
So you didn't have to give them the date. Make them work for it.
Yeah, but it's a long show. A short song.
Oh, I get your point. I get your point. They're gonna have to watch the whole damn thing.
We might be here
All
a
right.
while.
So that's the second one. Brenda has got the second question. What is it again, Brenda?
What's the name of the song that I wrote and sung on my show on July the 2nd?
Okay. There's your second one to win this. The second one of this.
Stick the answer in the inside chat.
Moy Perez said it was Kiss.
Moy got it.
Moy got it. Was it Kiss?
Yes, that's it. Moy got it. And you know what? I'm glad he got it because he did say Purple Rain, and the first 2 seconds is one note from Purple Rain. So technically, I think that would win as well. So he got
right, Moy.
Then it switched to Kiss. So
Moy Perez. Somebody write this crap down so I can remember.
good job, Moy. I love your stuff.
Moy, how do you spell your name?
Come on.
P-R-E-Z.
It's all E's.
Yeah, all E's.
Maury Perez. All right, Maury, you got it, buddy.
Moy, in case he forgot to tell you, you have to send him your address.
Yeah, I know Moy. He's a good friend of mine. I'll get him and I'll get his address.
You say everybody's a good friend of yours, Russ.
Well, hell, I have a lot of friends, Katie.
I wouldn't go that far.
Did you just say what I thought? Did you just say what I thought you did?
I don't know. What did you think I said?
You said I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh my Lord.
I don't know why the hell I keep you around.
You love me?
God almighty. I wouldn't go that far. See what I have to put up with? Guys, you out there see what I have to put up with? And this is my show, and I still put up with that crap. Portal Woodworks, $1. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it.
Portal put in like $2 earlier.
That was a sympathy vote. So what that was.
Second one.
$2.50. He did $2.50 earlier.
No, he did?
Yes,
I
he
missed that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm scanning back up. Oh, thank you. Yes, he did $2.50 prior to this. Thank you, Portal Woodworks. I appreciate you very, very much. I'm sorry I missed that, guys.
Dave's cool.
I wish y'all would have.
Did you see what the money's for, Russ?
Hooked on phonics lessons.
Hey, Russ.
I gotta go mute for that.
Actually doing a competition right now, a 1 plywood sheet competition.
Oh, yeah, he is?
Who is?
Dave from Portal Woodworks.
Yeah. I did not know about that. So, well, up here, hold on. Give me 1 second. Can you look it up and get all the information so I can say it? Or I tell you what, why don't you just tell us about that in the chat, Dave? Is it Dave or David? David.
David.
I thought it was David. Yeah. Yeah, tell us
What,
about
Davis? David, come on.
Kenny.
tomato, potato,
You
potato.
know, it's kind of embarrassing. It's like an opposite nickname, but my family used to call me Little Kenny. I mean, it's opposite name, you know, but it's
I
still.
won't say what my family calls me.
Did little Kenny stick?
Little Katie.
I was gonna say, I thought your family called you Little.
Careful.
Look, this is the PG show. You better watch it.
I just won't tell everybody.
Oh, bummer.
Your mother told me it was really, really small, though.
Yeah, little Kenny stuck.
Yeah.
She's here visiting. She heard you and she yelled from the living room, "No, I didn't."
That is so funny. That just goes off the rocket chain. Wow. His mother gonna come in there right in a few minutes and go like, "No, I did not ever tell you that."
You guys quit picking on my Kenny.
Yeah. Oh, guys, I tell you what, we have. I go back to. I really want to go back to the fact that I want this. Why is my computer, the screen going blurry? I really want to go back to the fact that. Wow. Somehow my computer has become unplugged. Give me 1 second.
Oh no.
I'm serious because it's telling me the battery's getting low. I'm on a laptop, but in the same aspect, there's no way I'm plugged in. So I unplugged something.
Well, maybe I'll share. I just learned that my Prince video is blocked in all countries due to a copyright violation.
No kidding.
So kudos to Moy for getting it without being able to do some fast finger research.
Nice.
Wow.
It's weird. It's like a rolling thing. Sometimes it's blocked partially. Sometimes it's fully blocked. Sometimes it comes unblocked.
I've got a video like that too. Every now and then I go look at it myself and it's blocked.
Yeah, bummer, man.
On my non-woodworking channel, I put some stuff when I was in a band at church on it, and they went through and blocked most of that too. So they really go after you.
It's a shame too, because Prince, as an artist, wanted all of his stuff to be shareable, but
yeah,
he fought the record companies on that.
Anyway, back to wow, my screen's so much brighter. this whole time I've been doing the show, that tells you a hell of a lot about this HP laptop.
Was it at 4% or something like that?
This is an HP laptop Omen, which is a gaming laptop, which I bought it for doing the show because I knew it had video. But anyway, this whole time I've done the show, it's been unplugged. It's been running off the battery power.
Cool.
So that tells you a whole lot about it. So I just figured out when it popped up and said, you only have 10% left. You need to plug it in. And I was wondering, the screen was so dark during the whole show. And I'm like, what's going on? This thing has been running totally off of battery power for the whole entire show. Hey, way to go, HP. And your Omen computer, that's fantastic. Okay, so anyway, back to Moy. I'll get with you and get your address and everything to send you that prize. And who was it that figured out yours, Brenda?
Nobody has yet.
Yeah, we've got a couple more. Plus, we've got a couple more questions in the internal chat here.
Oh, what's the internal chat?
Well, we got to do Brenda's first.
You got to finish Brenda.
Yeah, well, I only got 2 prizes.
Oh, well, Brenda
they have to ask Brenda, answer Brenda's.
Maybe they forgot what it was by now. What is the name of the song that I wrote and sang on my show on July the 2nd? It was the live stream show. And the name of the channel is Brenda G's Designs.
So basically, she's making y'all go out there and watch that whole show.
Watch the whole
And it's
thing.
at the end, too.
Well, you could scroll to the end.
Here's a hint. It's not at the end.
Well, we could be here all night, guys.
It's not at the beginning either.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we could be here all night, guys.
I said it'd take a while.
Brian just said your video's 2 hours long.
Well, we could be here for a while, guys.
Not a video, it's a trilogy.
Brenda has a lot of fun on her show.
Trilogy.
Brenda, couldn't you just like made it a little bit? Never mind.
An easier question?
Yes, never mind. Just that. Now you see why I call you Debbie sometimes.
You said you wanted to get them out there watching our channels.
And that damn sure will. I can guarantee you that.
Make everyone
Her
Jewish.
video views are going sky high at this moment.
Yeah.
I know how to get her done.
Yeah, you do. Hats off to you, sweetheart. Yeah,
Any way
hats
to
off
get
to
hits.
you.
It's all about the hits.
We're gonna have to hold this out, but well, somebody answers.
Pardon me.
You know what the thing about it is I don't care personally if we go till midnight. I mean, I really don't. I mean, I have nothing. I mean, I have nothing else to do. My wife is probably in bed by now, and she knows when I do the show that she's not going to wait up for me because it could be from. I could end it early and come and watch TV with her, or she could wake up at 1 o'clock and I'd be there. So she's not worried about it. So we could take this all night long.
We got nothing to do and all night to do it.
Yep.
Well, we kind of do in the afternoon.
And we still got plenty of people watching. I'm showing 43 people watching at this moment. So
I bet if she told you she wanted to go to Carrabba's, you'd skip out and go.
oh, I'd be oh yeah.
Yeah,
That would be closed. But here's the point: she likes it, and I like it. So the show would be closed down, and we'd be headed there.
Okay, Jimbo wants to know
right,
what was the
so
date of
here.
the show. The date of the show was July the 2nd.
This
July
year?
the 2nd. July 2.
Was that the day of the show?
Yes, that was the date of the show, July the 2nd.
Okay.
So behind
2014.
Brenda G, Magic 8 Ball Trivia, and more.
We need some Jeopardy music.
I mean, what? Brenda, really? They're
Need
going
another
back and
hint?
watching these damn shows the whole time we're on here.
You need another hint?
Yeah. Give them a
Okay.
little bit closer hint.
Okay. Yeah. If you
Give
go
them
to
a
about
little
the
bit- narrow it down to where they can go in the show and kind of like,
yeah, if you go to about the 37-minute mark, you'd be real close.
okay,
How's that?
that's better.
You were going to
You're
let
all
them,
damn night. Thank
you were going to let them go to 37 minutes, weren't you?
Sure
Wow.
was.
I can't believe you.
Well, you can fast forward like ¡2 and watch it.
I've been taking lessons
I
from
mean-
Debbie.
We're entertaining, but geez.
It's still 15 and a half minutes. Yeah, it's more than that.
Oh, you know what? I just love all these people out there. They're Chris Glitzo, Inspired Woodworks, Jumbo 5312, Michelle Marcoux, all you guys that are out there that still hanging on here and putting up with Brenda's crap. I mean, Dan Ingy Woodworking, I appreciate you so much. Moon Pie Creations, Summers Woodworking's out there. I appreciate you for watching us. Tom Spillane, Portal Woodworks, Leo Steger or Steger, how you want to pronounce it. Inspired Woodwork. I think I just said him. Inspired Woodworks. Tom Spillane. I think I said him.
Magic 8 Ball, was that it?
No.
Okay. I no clue.
If y'all want to go through and I'm being serious. If y'all want to go through some of these names and that I'm not saying that's out there in the chat, and you pick up on one that I haven't picked up on.
How about saying correctly?
Dave Hart.
Yes, Dave Hart got it.
Dave Hart got it.
Yep, Dave Hart got it.
Leo.
Go, Dave.
You sang Poison Summit?
Yes, I did. I wrote the song and sung it.
Oh, that's right. I was watching that show.
I watched it live too. It was good.
I was in there busting your chops with that. That was Poison
It was
Summit.
scary good. She did a good job.
Yeah,
Okay,
I wanted to laugh at her, but I couldn't.
Dave Hart, send me an email with your information as far as your address and everything, so I will send you the other one.
Congratulations, Dave, for being a good sport.
Yep. And Moy's got one of these coming to him, and Dave Hart has got one of these coming to him.
What time is it you got for the panel?
9:24.
9:24.
Yes.
We ain't hit 10 o'clock yet. All right. I think, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, I think Chris had one that he wanted to.
No, that's all right. You got something else to give away, you can ask it.
Oh, I got tons of stuff to give away, to be honest with you. I keep it so that I can spread it out during the year. So let's do a third.
Of CA glue back there.
Let's hold on. Let me reach over here into my pile of stuff.
Into the prize package.
Santa's bag of goodies.
The pile of gifts.
2P10 kit coming my way.
Gross.
Oh.
Hey, Chris, put the answer on the inside
Yeah,
chat.
you got to put that in on the inside chat. Then there might be Russ might forget to look down there, and then we can answer the question.
Let's do a third one.
All right.
And Chris, what you want to ask?
In one of my videos, and there aren't a lot on there, so it's not going to be hard to find. I made a shell box from Amy and I's anniversary. What anniversary was it?
What anniversary was it?
It's in the video. It's
So
not
this
a long video.
one of these we have not only one, we have not only two. I just want y'all to know that I'm just not jousting you when I have a bunch of these that I can give away. So we have 3 of these that we can give away tonight. So this is for the third one.
And Chris's video is 3 hours
One
long.
is Moy's. Who was the other one, Brenda?
3 hours long.
Dave Hart.
Dave Hart. Moy's was the first. This is yours, Dave. And this is whoever answers the thing for Chris. Chris.
It is literally 6.5 minutes long. It's not 3 hours long.
So we got the third one to give away.
Chris, have I taught you nothing?
I know. I'm a tough student. I know. What anniversary was it?
We've got a 14th out there from Portal Woodworks.
I think we have a winner.
We have a winner.
Golf clap.
You go, girl.
Portal Woodworks came up with 14th that quick.
Wow.
That wasn't even a challenge. Brenda gave us a damn challenge.
Right.
Sorry, man. It's not mentioned until the end of the video. I mean,
14th.
So, yep, Dave from Portal Woodworks, you get the third one of these.
all right. Get a better question next time.
Yep. So no, that's all right.
People were just throwing numbers out at one point too. So
there you go. So we give away 3 of these tonight. We had a good time. I want to do this more often. I think this is fun. And I have the sponsors. Well, I've talked to them. They're willing and to do this more than. I mean, we can do this some more. So I think this is fantastic when we do this.
You know what? You should talk to your P10 guys and give me some of that.
Talk to your what?
Your P40 and P10 C8.
The 2P10 glue.
Oh, 2P10.
Yeah.
Talking about fast cap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast
They
cap.
should give me some of that stuff.
Fast
Hey,
cap
dude,
keeps
that's
me
good.
loaded up. Hey, I got a whole. They just sent me like 3 or 4 more kits that I got to give away. But
Yeah,
that's
those guys on the ball, man.
Oh, come on, Russ. I use that stuff like crazy, man.
Come on, Russ, you already know my address.
I'm fixing to. I have to update the Whirligig Wars. So to have a kit to go for the Whirligig Wars, and I got a kit for the Palette Challenge, which is next month. So yeah, they keep me hooked up with that stuff, man. This is the best super glue on the market.
Yeah,
I would not know that because I can't afford it.
All right, guys. So we have had a fantastic tonight. So is Moy, Dave Hart, and then
David Jones.
David Jones, Portal Woodworks. Y'all are going to get these. I'll try to get them out sometime this week to y'all. They're all, see them? Uno, dos, tres. They're all laying right there. So I'll get them out to y'all sometime this week. And I like to thank all my sponsors, really, guys, from down the line. DeVol, I won't go through the whole thing, but Devolva Technologies, Fast Cap, Rockler, Bearwood Supply, Klingspor, and Seiko. They donate stuff for me to give away all the time, and I really, and for the challenges as far as the Whirligig Wars, the Palette Challenge, and the Scroll Saw Challenge, they donate stuff all the time for me to give away. And I would just like to say, if you need some of their products, go to them and say, Russ sent you, Simply Wooden Creations, Russ sent you over there. I would appreciate it because they support me. Well, I'll see about working on, if you get my newsletter, if it could be a discount in it.
I got the newsletter. They didn't say that.
Well, there wasn't no discount. It was just a lot of, you can buy this.
Uses this time.
Yeah. So, but I appreciate them so very much. And thank you to all my sponsors so very much for staying with me week to week and being there. Thank you very much. Thank you to all y'all out there for putting up with all this. All of us. I was going to say something, but I didn't. For putting up with all of us for this long period. And they're still hanging out there. They're still over there. And I can only say one thing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for still being out there in the chat and putting up with us for this long period of time. I have such a great people that are out there in that chat. You are so absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, the most fantastic people that I've ever met in my entire life. You put up with our shenanigans every week on the panel and what we do. Even when we don't have a show like tonight, you're still out there supporting me and being here. And it's not only me. I know it's these guys that are down here on the panel. I know you love seeing Brenda and Chris and Jim and Katie and Matt and Moon Pie Creations and Paul and Russ. I know you enjoy watching us every week and seeing these guys. Do what?
It's not really polite to point.
Oh, it's not real polite.
And all this stuff. It makes people nervous and uncomfortable.
I know. And then
I feel okay because he didn't point to me.
Well,
the lights are off too, so we wouldn't even know.
Because I was just going to say, John.
I got left in the dark.
Hey,
well, because you're in the damn dark. I can't see.
Hey, Russ.
Actually, I cannot see your face at all until you just now.
Hey, Russ.
You look like Eloy on his show.
So anyway, hold on, Ken. Hold on just one second, Ken. So John, even John, that we can't see because he's in the dark, and we get that little peek of his face coming through.
Hey, John, we just gave you the finger.
John. There he is. Yep, see John. So, all right, so go ahead, Ken. Go ahead, Ken.
Hey, Russ, I know it's not highlight night or nothing like that, but you were talking about smaller channels and stuff like that. A guy just came into your chat just now. McCain Woodworks is his name. I highly suggest everybody go look at his stuff. He's just got a few videos up, but he's only got like 100 subscribers right now. But I really enjoyed his videos. If you guys get a chance, go check them out.
No problem. You just said it.
Did you say McCain?
Yeah, McCain Woodworks.
I'm subscriber 104. Boom.
I got 104, man.
Oh, must be a false reading.
McCain Woodcrafts. I'm sorry.
Oh, I think you beat me then.
Repeat it again because you done messed up.
McCain Woodcrafts.
McCain Woodcrafts.
I saw his videos the other day, and I really enjoyed them. So
I'll take number 107. Thank you.
Okay. So I just seen him. Yes, he's out there in the chat. Just saying, he said, "Thank you so very much." Okay. So McCain Woodcrafts, get over there and give him some love.
Let's put him in the comments afterwards.
One of the admins pick up the channel. I put it in inside chat and throw it on the public chat.
There you go.
Can't do it.
Have I made you a moderator?
No, sir.
I will.
Nice.
I will make you a moderator, my friend.
Oh, yeah, you got a moderator to do that, right?
I will not let the power go to my head.
No, I don't know if you have to be a moderator. You have to have permission to put the stuff in my chat. And I don't know if it's a moderator or not. But
right now for you.
Yeah, Chris has already put it in there, and I allow some people that I trust. My panel, I trust with my life.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, Russ, I just
Katie, hold back.
I just spotted something we need to let people know. Dave Hart posted in the chat that he canceled his cable TV just to watch this.
No way. He did?
I mean, how much more honored can we be?
Oh, man.
Jeez, Dave. What's wrong with you,
his
man?
cable TV to watch us?
Well, you know.
Give him another packet.
This is $1 million show, Russ. We need to go prime time.
Yeah.
There's got to be something else going on behind the scenes there.
Wow.
You get better best update. You can type it in the chat, and we'll all make fun of it. Just let us know what you were doing really, instead of just watching the show.
Can I take 1 second? This is my third or fourth season, I think.
Fourth?
Yeah, fourth season. Yeah, fourth. We're in 4 years now of doing this. Each year we grow. Each year I get new people watching. Each year I make new friends. And there's nothing, without a shadow of a doubt, nothing that can give you a better feeling inside or a better high on life is to have every week more and more people come on board and start watching and create. I mean, we're on here every week, but they come back week after week and continue to watch us. So for all of y'all out there that are watching tonight in the chat, and my panel already knows this, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very much. You don't know how much really that makes me want to come back next week, the week after that, the week after that, and continue to bring people on to the show to do it. And sometimes when we don't have people to be on the show, that we just pull off a show like this tonight. So you don't understand how much that means to me. And I would just like to say thank you very much.
But tonight he was here because he was threatened with bodily harm.
I knew you would ruin the moment. I just knew it.
And the fact that they put up with Ken Moon, that's a big
that's always a plus, putting up with me.
So guys, I think it's time. We got the 3 giveaways. done, and I think it's time to call it a night. And I appreciate you all for being out there in the chat. Dave Hart, Tom Spillane, McCain Woodworks, Chris Nealon, Jimbo, all you guys that have been out there throughout the night. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you to Brenda, Chris, Jim, Katie, John Schaffner, which is in the dark. There's John. There he is. Here he is. And then Matt, Ken Moon.
I'm well lit.
Here, let's start over again. I want to highlight y'all. So thank you, Brenda.
Matt.
Hi, Brenda. Thanks to Chris. Hi, Chris. Jim. Katie. John. Matt. Oh, he's got this
Traditional media. Woo!
Ken.
Old school.
Paul. Russ. Thank you all. for
Everyone do the
being here.
parade wave. You got to go like
Russ.
this.
And very, very much. I appreciate y'all all too. There's only one thing we have left to do, and that is just give me sawdust, lots of sawdust all around me and everywhere. I like it flying all around my shop and even in my beard and hair. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Night, y'all.
Bless you.
Right. Remember, you don't have to go home, but you cannot stay here.
Bye, folks.
A bientôt.
See ya. Get out of here.